Laying in the midst of rubble, encapsulated in the world's largest brutalist tomb, built atop the old Chernobyl power plant, is the infamous elephant's foot, a mass of pure radioactivity, a human creation. Bob Ross would say of it a happy accident, as it was not an intentional invention. It's never so cut and clear, though. The elephant's foot is to the real world what the Monolith in 2001, A Space Odyssey, is. It's a creation by an intelligent consciousness that has no actual explanation for its spot in the universe when others stumble upon it. Radioactive decay ensures the foot won't be around forever, but high is the likelihood that the process outlasting the human gene altogether. Making a hunk for any possible future intelligence to scour the earth before it gets engulfed by the sun to find. It's a mass without meaning, And ominous is the choir in Also Sprach Zarathustra, incorporated to accompany the existentialist film. Kubrick uses the most vocal moments in the number, and in a way that could be seen as akin to hidden radiation, when the neurosis of lack of understanding and the cosmic and on the cosmic and personal level, though that is more of a stretching connection, albeit, and would rather only make sense in hindsight to the film's release and the moon missions being the former than the latter in historical sequence. The magnitude of what the elephant's foot is to our species is rather trivial and meaningless to any other, which isn't to imply that non-human entities do not feel affected from and are not affected by radiation. An awareness of something different exists, but what exactly it is unsure of. It's like with the apes and later homogeneous apes, and the monolith in 2001 at the dawn of man. It is possible to the monolith to be like the Voyager vehicle, though. Those vehicles we launched, devices for exploration of just how far a species could send at least one thing, rather than simply going in an attempt to find other life. Differential in that, however, as Voyager includes its golden record of the Earth, at least according to our own species perspective, whereas the monolith, is merely there, obfuscating without any direct imposition or anything. It just is as it can be perceived. It's there. Meaning is by perception. What exactly can be perceived from an accidental hunk of radiation or a traveling pillar, One has meaning because we made it, literally, the other not so. Flip it around, and it's meaningless. In that, the meaning is subjective to the perception. Into new life or regular death, it's all there by making a misunderstanding that maybe we can't at a certain point.